Is that all right?
No, it's going down.
It's going down? Well, how much do you weigh? You got rocks in your pocket or something? You're sinking. Don't worry about it. You'll be just fine. We only got a couple minutes more, right? Okay, now we're going to do this top 10 list. This is when we get really funny now. Whoa! Well, sorry.
See?
Yeah, I see now. Okay, the guy's probably got money. And then we did this.
If I were a rich man, yabba dabba dabba yabba dabba 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 do.
Sounds like the Flintstones. I, Floyd, R, Turbo, and the R stands for real deal. And I am an American patriot, Kenosha citizen. On the bank of the harbor stood Mayor Bosman, young and brave. On the other side of the harbor stood a warrior, just as brave, Jimmy Cruiser. You guys got one more song? And then you can, I guess then this wraps it up boy, I got nothing left here. So anyway, we'll see you all next week and we'll go back to Unplugged here. And welcome to the Kenosha Day Weekend Report, coming to you live from Studio A here at WLIP AM 1050 on your radio dial, streaming across the cool and damp cornfields of the Midwest, reaching out to over 50,000 homes here in the Tri-County area. I guess that's my answer to be a storm team coverage here at WLIP. I'm after Kelly Richardson.
We're the storm tracker team.
There you go. Right. And rejoining us in our Kenosha Day trolley barn this morning, little Stevie Casey is back with us.
I am back in the house. I'm so excited to be here, and I've got so much not to talk about.
Yeah, somehow I have that hard to believe. Also joining us, our video coordinator, who, by the way, has been nominated to be this year's Kenosha Trolley Driver of the Year, Captain Ronnie the Clout Muttersbach is with us.
Good morning, Captain Ron.
And here's the big highlight of the day. Not big, excuse the pun, but
it's the big highlight.
He's starting in already.
Yeah, engineering the Kenosha State train wreck this morning, filling in for Pistol Pete Surgeon, who's traveling to Minnesota for a wedding, so he says. Little Billy Lawrence joins our encounter group.
Bill Lawrence, I'm
Hello.
so excited to have you here.
I'm here.
Welcome to the Kenosha Today, the show about nothing.
It's the equivalent of drawing the shortest straw ever.
We feel
lost the bet.
We feel so honored that we have a Hall of Famer in our presence.
Yeah.
I can't wait till he gets here.
Bill, Pete always claims that he does most of the work, if not all of the work here at WIP. So I guess
he's a bit of a braggart.
Fair question is, what is your function here?
I just do whatever Pete tells me to do.
Get him donuts from 5 to 7.
Listen, I don't think I've ever seen you on a weekend other than at the Piggly Wiggly.
That's probably true.
Is that where you guys hang out at the Piggly Wiggly?
We see each other quite frequently, although Pete or Bill has got tunnel vision when it comes to the Piggly Wiggly. I'm standing two checkout lines away from him, jumping up and down, waving at him.
Jumping up and down. I'd love to see that.
All he's doing is looking at his coupons and clipping
coupons.
You guys,
you got to stay focused. You know that.
You guys must have shared the same memo and got the same emails because you wear the same red 5X shirt.
I thought I bought the last 5X T-shirt.
There was one left
in Kenosha, and Bill, you're wearing the other one.
I am wearing it in honor of Frieden's Lutheran School, participating in the Lake Lutheran Athletic Conference B Girls Volleyball Tournament.
Now, where
today.
is that at?
That's happening at Shoreland Lutheran this morning and this afternoon.
Okay, how exciting!
My daughter is playing in that today, and look where I am.
There
Talking
you go.
to you guys.
Boy, talk about taking us down to another level.
Go Falcons.
Yeah. Hey, we're coming up on about our 1-year anniversary in a couple weeks here at WLP, and I was thinking maybe...
1 year?
1 year. Maybe we should declare a moratorium on making sarcastic and dopey remarks about current and former aldermen. And, then I'm thinking, what kind of life is that? So we had a second. I don't know, Bill, if it's in there, but it doesn't make any difference.
Well, the moratorium's over.
It's over.
There we go.
And so I guess this is normally the time, Bill, that Pete takes the sissy way out and washes his hands, and he does more of a job security thing because I think he's kissing up to the management here at Dippity-Doo. Or Didgety-Doo. Yeah,
thank you.
Yeah.
Now, are you building up to the question?
I'm building up to the question.
Okay, well, you know what? I've been gone. I think I've been gone 5 out of 6 Saturdays because of work-related things, and you understand that that's my priority. But, I always call in and I've got to ask the question. I ask the question every Saturday because it's so important to me. The question I have to ask, here is the question that I'm going to ask. The question is, did you write the check.
You are correct, Almighty One. I have written the check.
Lord, it's a miracle.
And that's what the guys here at Dippity Doo said,
Well,
or Digity Media said when
yeah.
the last guy actually paid a bill, which was about 5 years ago. He said, what?
He said,
Lord, it's a miracle.
Because I've been told, Bill, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, I've been told, of course, this hour is paid broadcasting, generously paid by our many, many sponsors, and we've got a waiting line for sponsors, by the way.
there is a waiting line.
I've got 3 others that want to sponsor, and
thought they
and
were-
we're going to move forward with that. But I've been told that if you don't pay your bill on weekends, they actually take you off the air bill. Is there any truth to that, Mr. Lawrence?
right
Oh
out the
boy,
door.
he's fitting right in. Pete, who? Oh, we have a call. We got to. You know how to push that button over there?
I think I've learned this in past.
Good morning. You're on Kenosha today.
Good morning, everybody.
Oh, my
Oh,
goodness,
Bill, this is
Shirley.
Shirley.
Oh, I've never heard of her. I don't know who she is.
Shirley, have you missed me?
I really missed you, Steve.
Oh,
I'm so
God.
glad you're
Oh,
back.
Now, just between you and I and the other 50,000 listeners, it's a better show when I'm here, isn't it?
Absolutely.
Oh, thank you. Did you enjoy your lighting up with Lenny last night?
I did. And Elvis was there again. Oh, my gosh. Dave Kirby. And he kissed my hand. And, oh, my
Oh,
gosh.
Shirley,
He-
calm down.
kissed- what did you say?
I can't.
Jesus
He
Christ
kissed
almighty.
marvelous.
Shirley,
Calm
what did
down.
you say? He kissed your what?
My
Watch it.
hand and my cheek.
Oh, your hand.
Hey,
Okay,
Shirley,
gotcha.
Steve has been gone, but Bill doesn't know this, that we've already submitted papers to run you for mayor
I've heard that.
in April of 2016. And we asked you last week what you were going to do of, this Ebola thing. You know, the governor has called for a travel ban for people traveling from the West. And, this Ebola thing is pretty, this is pretty
Serious stuff.
serious. Thank you. Boy, Bill, where am I going when Shirley starts correcting me?
That's yeah.
it.
Just keep everybody out of here. That is anybody that that shouldn't be here. We just don't want
Okay,
that.
hold on there, Shirley. Hold on now.
Wait a minute.
Now, my being
Get her
your
riled up.
campaign manager, you need to stay politically correct if you're going to be successful in this mayoral campaign.
Shirley, here's what I want you to do. Now, a lot of the stuff was written in the news from the Centers of Disease Control and Prevention, and they were all fine and well, but this was written by the Centers for Nonsense Control Prevention, located on the deck of the Boathouse Pub and Eatery. We actually have a top 10 category this morning. We're going to have you participate. Are you ready? Are you up to
I'm
this?
ready.
This is exciting.
Now, when I say the number, you go ding.
Ding. Okay.
So, like when I say this is the top 10 signs the Ebola virus is here in Kenosha, I say number 10, you go.
Ding.
You got it. You got
5,
it.
6, 7, 8.
Oh, wow. This is
right,
going to be
Shirley.
a long hour.
No. Top 10 signs the Ebola virus is here in Kenosha. Number 10, Shirley.
Ding.
You get dizzy riding the trolley and it just seems like it goes to nowhere. Number 9,
Ding.
your alderman looks a lot like clump of infected bushmeat. Number 8,
Ding.
suddenly you can't make a left-hand turn on Sharon Road. Number 7,
Ding.
you're keeping up with the pace.
Trying.
Number 7, all the downtown storefronts look very empty. Number 6,
Ding.
city's new Wi-Fi plan transmitted contaminated no brains. Number 5,
Ding.
Civic Center Park has a new statue of Shirley holding a tray of green fuzz meatloaf. Boy, I'm looking forward to seeing that.
Oh, boy.
Number 4, Shirley. Shirley, 4.
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, no.
Ding.
The ding.
Oh,
Ding.
We got, it's the top 10, meaning we have to go to 1,
Okay, I know.
All right, number 4 is Little Stevie's recipe for roadkill is now considered a delicacy. Number 3,
Ding.
Barter Manor leads the community in the spreading of bodily fluids. I guess it's an honorary title. Number 2, easy, Bill. You got the nervous over there?
Ding.
Scott's Boathouse Bar have include shots of tainted breast milk and the number 1 sign, the Ebola virus is here in Kenosha. Shirley,
Ding. Ding.
the new the new trolley route is extended to Liberia. All right, Shirley, a big hand.
Oh boy.
That's beautiful.
Hey, now, you know what? I got to ask you another question. This is a serious question. Today is Sweetest Day, right? You know that.
I didn't know that.
Well, I just
Shirley.
found out about 5 minutes ago when my wife texted me. She's at work today, and
Hint,
she said,
hint.
"Happy Sweetest Day."
Oh boy.
I
I
think
got
I'm-
to tell my husband he's got to get me something.
Oh,
Well, what
yeah.
are you getting him? It's a two-way street. This
Yeah,
is
it's not a one-way holiday.
yeah, it's not one. Hey, Bill,
I'm
what did
gonna
you
make
get?
him a pie.
Well, ask for example, what did Mr. Lawrence get his lovely bride?
A brand new Chevy Silverado.
Really?
What are you out of your mind? Oh,
Setting a
you
bad
go.
precedent
There you go. So at the Casey household, a Hallmark card won't mean much, huh?
Actually,
Yeah. That says rest in
Glad
peace,
you
Saul.
told me. I didn't know it was Sweetest Day.
Oh,
Wow.
sure. I was going to ask Captain Ron what he got his wife for sweetest day. Crap. Oh, boy.
Well, what you got to do is you got to call the Summers Garden Flower Shop down on 6th Avenue and have some flowers sent to your husband.
Or make him a pie.
Yeah, I'm making them a pie.
What kind of pie? Wait a minute. What kind of pie?
Apple pie. That's their favorite. his
Oh, my
favorite.
goodness. Apple
Everybody
pie.
here wants some pie.
Right?
let's get some. You can bake one for us,
I
Shirley.
like this. Pete who? All
Shirley,
right.
I got news for you real quick. My wife made meatloaf last Sunday.
Did she?
Yeah, I know. And I've been harassed by a couple of other women in the community that I haven't shared the meatloaf recipe, so I think I'm going to post it on the funeral home website under recipes.
That's a good place for a recipe. Put it on the funeral home
Is that
website.
irony
Well, it's
or
got to
coincidence?
Trying to drum up business, right?
I've got to put it somewhere. I've got to get the word out. It's a fabulous meatloaf, and now I want your apple pie recipe.
Oh, well, it's just a plain apple pie recipe.
Oh, okay.
No,
Okay,
there's
but that doesn't really help Casey, though.
that
There's
doesn't.
really nothing plain about apple pie.
All right, so we got to
And
move.
I always put bacon on top of my meatloaf.
Yep, absolutely right.
Gotta have the
Sometimes
bacon.
on top of the pie, too.
Okay, Shirley, we got to move on. Thanks for the call. Hey, and good luck on this sweetest day thing. I think it's cat's
okay.
out of the bag. All right.
Thank you for
There she
telling
goes.
me, and hi to everybody.
All right,
See
Shirley.
you, see you in the garage, Shirley.
Thank you for calling.
One quick note, this program is being video recorded. It's going to play on Time Warner Cable's Channel 14 on Mondays at 3 p.m., Tuesdays at 5 p.m., Thursdays at 8, and hey, there's more good news, boys and girls, tomorrow at noon each and every Sunday. You can tune in here at WIP AM 1050 and hear the replay of this show. We've already
They
talked
must
to Shirley.
they must like us.
Hey, Bill. We
Do
got
they
another-
like us
That red light blinking, that means over there to your right.
Yeah, you ready for this one?
Oh, yeah.
I'm still recovering from the last one.
Okay.
Over
This
here.
is her husband. Good morning. You're on Kenosha today.
Hey, Bill, what's up, buddy?
Who's this?
George from Kenosha.
George, did you
Hey,
call?
George, happy sweetest day.
Yeah, thanks.
You sound just like Jake from State Farm. What are you wearing?
I'm wearing my special T-shirt and a pair of black blue jeans.
Okay. You have
you
a
go.
comment on anything, George?
Oh, now today that's the sweetest day, and you got your wife a new Silverado.
Yeah, how about that?
Yeah.
Well, he's
Pretty
a high
exciting stuff.
priced.
You make sure that the little tater tot girl has plenty of tater tots.
We love the tater tot girl. We love her.
We love the tater tots, man. Even I love
It's
them.
like a kid with a new
What is
toy
this?
over here.
Suddenly this turned into my show.
All
What's
right,
going on?
All right, George. Hey, by the way, as long as I got you on the line, did you get invited to George Clooney's wedding?
No.
How come? We all did. Some of these guys couldn't go, but
I never got the invitation.
well, I wonder why that was.
No.
Damn postal
Well,
service.
George,
Yeah, Postal Service.
George.
Mail as a plate.
George, all the pretty people were there.
Okay, George,
okay,
well
George,
said.
beautiful
I
input.
wouldn't fit in.
All right, since you're still on your way back from Woodstock, George, we'll talk to you next week. How's that?
All right, take care.
Okay. A couple of the items that we're talking about, big homeless shelter got a big hurdle. And another caller, Bill.
Yeah.
Boy, you're just
You know what?
calling
Casey's back in the house, and the
That-
phone rings
that's
off
what-
the
and they're
hook.
not even asking for
That's
you.
what does it. Yeah.
Good morning. You're on Kenosha today.
Good morning, Scott. Hello. How are you?
Oh, very good. Oh, is it Pete?
This is Ron from Kenosha. How you doing?
Yeah, we know who you are.
Yeah.
What are you wearing? Khakis?
Shorts.
Shorts. All right.
You had to
Now,
ask, yeah.
so you're supposedly up at this wedding. You're in Minneapolis now?
I am in Sparta, Wisconsin, where there
Oh.
is just a thriving nightlife and so much to see and do. My goodness.
And so when time's the wedding?
We
we
had
were
the big
thinking,
tractor parade
yeah,
last
the big
night.
tractor.
No,
parade
who's
and the
getting-
manure spreader?
Pete, who's getting married?
This is my buddy Chaz from high school is getting married today.
Are you in the wedding?
No, but he is the first one from our group who's getting married, so we're kicking him out at the reception.
Hey, now remember, as some big brotherly advice, don't get in that dopey line when they throw the garter for the single guys. You don't want to be there.
No, we're going to be outside at that point.
Yeah, if you want to take a shot at
break or
catching,
whatever.
if you want to take a shot at catching the bouquet, I mean that's up to you, man. But,
Pete, I
I don't
can't.
plan on leaving the open bar.
Pete,
open bar.
Pete, I can't hardly believe I walked in here and Bill Lawrence is here producing the show. I can't hardly believe it.
I told you, Steve, you would like who I got filling in for me today. You should trust me.
Yeah, there you go. I thought you were going to bring in Shirley. She could do a good job, too.
No.
Pete, Bill claims he does all the work around here.
Yeah.
I don't want to start nothing
Bill
between
is
you
a very
guys.
hard worker, yes.
No. He says he does it all, and you're just kind of a cabana boy.
Cabana boy. Well, we don't really appreciate that term, but, it has been called that.
Hey, Pete, is it...
Barter's just trying to stir it up, Pete. Don't worry about it.
Is it snowing up there?
Yes,
is it snowing up there?
It is not snowing up here, no.
It's probably pretty chilly up there, though.
It feels like it's cold enough, especially I got out of the hot tub this morning. And
Oh, God. I can't visualize you getting out of a hot tub in Sparta where they put
it's radio, no visualizations.
What do they put, a sprinkler on it and a flashlight? That's your hot tub at Sparta?
They give you a folding chair.
Yeah, on a folding chair and a shower cap.
How far is Sparta from Kadat?
Kadat
From where?
From Kadat.
Kadat.
Of course, let me
Kadat.
get Rand McNally on the line.
Kadat, the land that God forgot, is exactly in the middle of the... There's something significant about Kadat. I think it's exactly in the middle of the northern hemisphere.
And we care about this. Why?
Well, because it's Kadat.
Pete, you got anything more to bring to the table?
Or
I
anything?
was going to say, I don't know how into current events you've gotten yet there, Scott, but what do you think of the referendum for the sports facilities?
Well, I think it's not gonna make it. $16 million. I got it. Was one of the things we're gonna talk about. In fact, we were gonna call you last week. We were on Wednesday, and you guys were talking about geography and history.
Yes.
And coincidentally, we had Ron and I had George Washington and Tom Jefferson in our studio, and we were wondering if they do this referendum. These guys were wondering if they could transfer in, and if their credits were transferable, and if they were on athletic scholarship, would they be allowed to play? And since you were
Can they
talking,
score touchdowns?
Yeah.
well, yeah,
We were bored, Pete.
yeah, that's all.
That's all it was. We were bored.
I don't think it's
I
gonna
guess
make it.
so.
What do you think?
What do I think? I think it's a good idea if it gets passed. That's always the big question.
But I don't think 16 million at one shot's gonna make it.
Now, is that
I think what you do, and I was discussing this with a few people, you just write down everything you want and you see what you can get. And that's what it seems like to me.
is that a binding referendum or is it advisory?
The Unified,
I believe it's binding,
yeah,
yes.
this would be by the Unified School District, and they have to go to this because we are a common school district. So any big purchase, they have to go to a referendum. It took them a couple times to get to the last one when they added on to Tremper and some other place. I think it was Indian Trail or whatever. So I don't know if this town's going.
Was that in
to,
the spring or is that?
Well, they haven't finalized it yet. It would be in the spring, apparently. So.
I think April, if the school board approves
April
it. It'll be
17th.
on the ballot.
What the heck is
They're
that?
getting restless over there. Yeah.
Hey, next time we call in, take our call. We might have something important to talk about.
You
Generally,
got to yell at Dan. I have no control over anything. I'll lip off weekdays 5 to 7 on WLIT.
I've noticed that, yeah.
yeah, that's what the people around here were saying.
Send you a couple pictures.
All right, well,
All right.
to
This has
say
been good.
to
Good
tell you
talk.
to behave yourself tonight would probably be fruitless, right?
Yeah, right. Fruitless.
So when are you coming back?
As soon as he makes bail.
Tomorrow at some point. I understand we're going to stop somewhere and watch a Packer game and then be back afterwards.
Yeah, we don't have any money for bail, except for Bill Lawrence bought his wife a new car for
Yeah, so my money's
sweetest
gone.
day, so his money's
You can
gone.
pony up the Silverado.
Hey, Pete, what's going to happen if it snows tonight? Who's going to help shovel out Whitecaps?
Uh-oh.
I'm going to helicopter in. I have emergency crews on standby.
You gonna parachute in?
Poised and ready.
Because I am.
Helicopter in and drop in.
We are on standby. There's speculation about the end of the month there will be a 2-inch snowfall in the Whitecaps area, and as the alderman of that district has always said, that the streets will be impassable after 2-inch snowfall.
And your performance, heroic performance in getting 104th Avenue resurfaced. You know, I told you I was past there last week, and not 1 inch of snow is on 104th Avenue at this time, and all the ice is gone. So you got to be commended.
We passed the referendum for the heating coils underneath the concrete, and I think that was just the best thing we ever did.
Oh, we got our cage.
So that's for sure.
And Ron got his skunk cage too, by the way. I know that was.
Oh, did he? Good. Yes, I put in a good word for him
Yeah,
and
thanks,
getting her
Pete.
done. So,
Yeah.
Get her done.
All right, Pete, get her done.
all right, boys.
All right, thanks.
See ya, babe.
There he goes.
You got to get her done. Oh, he's gone.
Get
It's
her
in there,
gone
so-
is what I got.
Hey, I want to. Is that another one or another call? Bill, do you right?
Well, you guys are probably... No, that's Pete's call.
Oh,
There it
well,
goes.
yes. Hey,
I was gonna say you guys are popular, but
I have to, before we get to some sponsors, we'll probably have to read the sponsors after the break. The homeless shelter leaped a big hurdle and went through the Planning Commission. My issue is not with that vote, but my issue is twice in the last month, committees or council has gone against the alderman of that district. For example, about a month ago, the alderman of the second, Rhonda Fleming. What's
Rhonda
Jenkins.
Rhonda Jenkins.
She's an ice skater. Anyway, she's the alderman person of the second district, and she didn't want the trolley, and her constituents didn't want the trolley. Now, this one in the third district, Jan Mahowski and his district don't want the shelter there.
Well, I got to tell you, and historically, Scott, for many years, I was an alderman at one time. Did I mention that?
Well, I was going to that was my question, to go back and let's suppose you're an alderman.
Yes.
And I don't know how that happened. It was a rumor started by somebody. And let's say you want to build a Ebola treatment center in your district.
Well, no, let's not make light of that. But
No, but that's true. And all of a sudden you can get grant money and everything else. You're, as the alderman, and your constituents don't want this.
The rule of thumb always when I was on the council was, if there was ever a development taking place in a neighborhood, the first and foremost support that you needed to get was the alderman of the district.
Right.
And if you couldn't get the alderman of the district support, when it got to the council, most guys respected the will of the alderman of the district.
Well, what's going on here?
Well, I'm not sure what's going on here. I mean, clearly the Shalom Center's lobbied very hard. I've still got a lot of questions that haven't been answered in regards to the homelessness shelter. I mean, one of the big questions is, what's the number? How many people are homeless every night in Kenosha?
Well,
we still don't have that number.
This is going to be an 84-bed, 24-hour shelter.
Yeah. Well, we'll have to see. Now, this isn't the final step in this.
No, this.
They need to apply to the city council with a conditional use permit.
Right.
That needs to get through the process. So this is just one hurdle in the process. And I guess if you're going to have a Shalom Center or if you're going to have a homeless shelter, the Shalom Center is the agency to run it. There's no question about that.
That's true.
Good, fine people always participate in their fundraising. I always contribute money to the Shalom Center. Good, honest, hardworking people. But is that the right neighborhood for something like that? That's a question that even Kathy Marks, former alderman, brought up at the city plan meeting. Is this where we necessarily want it?
Well, you've got an elementary school a couple blocks away. You got a jail another block away.
Yeah.
I don't know if there is. I mean, I guess we need one, but my whole point with this line was that the aldermen of the district don't want something based on their constituents. And now all of a sudden, everybody's saying, we're telling you what's good for your place.
Well, and they had brought this before the City Plan Commission back in April and hadn't done their homework in regards to that. I think it passed on a 7-3 vote, but like I said, I was rather surprised that they went against the alderman of the district.
Well,
and he had some very valid concerns.
And the same with Rhonda Jenkins. The people in the second district, and her included, didn't want the trolley.
Well, it just goes back to it's not the same as it used to be. Okay. There used to be a tremendous amount of respect for people who represented that neighborhood.
Let me read a couple sponsors, and we'll take a break.
You lose the razor? Did you not have shaving cream?
I thought about when I heard that I was going to be running the controls for this program, I thought,
controls?
I really should shave. And then I thought, well, wait a minute, this is the Kenosha Today weekend report. I want to fit in with these guys. So
well, you didn't shave.
I didn't shave, no.
Now, look, when I do my one man's opinion on Monday morning, are you clean shaven, for heaven's sakes?
Absolutely.
Well, wait a minute. It's your show. Do you shave to call into his show on Monday?
Well,
that's the big question.
Are you dressed?
Yeah.
Actually, sometimes I have just gotten out of the shower. But I can't share that with the fine people of Kenosha.
Well, I think you just did. And now I know I'll never be able to do that segment the same way ever again.
Paul Turbino told me this last week. When you come in for a haircut, he just puts the little talc on there and chamois it up a little bit.
Oh, there you go.
And you're on your way.
And you're on your way.
I love
you guys
my
must get the 2-for-1 special here, right?
I love my haircut.
We try to get a coupon when we can.
Where do you get your haircut, Bill?
At the salon on Sheridan Road.
At the salon.
Yeah.
Where is that?
That's it's
next to Knock Knock.
It's just south of the hospital as you go along Sheridan Road, it's headed
Oh,
south.
sure, the salon. Okay.
It used to be.
Well, you really need to go. You really can try Hair Unlimited too.
Hair Unlimited.
That's in the old Dellfields on 23rd and 75th.
Oh,
Street.
you boys, can I?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Hey, it's haircut talk. What do you,
yeah, dude, look at this.
Talking haircuts.
We're gonna take a break. You know which button to push to
I
take
sure
a break,
do.
and then we'll come back in about a minute. Good morning, Kenosha. If you just tuned in, this is Uncle Scotty Barter, and welcome to the Kenosha Today Weekend Report, coming to you live from Studio A Here at WIP AM 1050 on your dial. Rejoining our encounter group this morning, our sometimes co-host, little Stevie Casey, is back in our Kenosha Today Trolley Barn. Stevie, welcome.
Welcome, and I got a question
No, wait
for
a minute.
you.
Let
I
me,
got
wait,
a question.
just a second. You forget we have some decor
There's so
here.
little time. There's so
Yeah.
little time.
However, in the house, our video coordinator.
Yeah, hi, okay.
Yeah, okay, thanks, Ron. And filling in for the traveling Pete Surgeon, little Billy Lawrence is.
Now,
Yes, you're right.
Yeah, we both have questions. Have you
are you in charge of the commercials?
What's going
What
on?
are you telling us?
I
There's a
play-
Viagra commercial
you
on the
guys-
Kenosha Today.
I don't know. I did not have that commercial on my show all week long. It just appears on Saturday
Well, it
between
is.
10 and 11.
It is Sweetest Day.
Well, Stevie was on record earlier saying that we had a line of sponsors lined up here.
Well, maybe
that's the deal.
Maybe who makes Viagra?
Pfizer, right?
Pfizer. Maybe they'll support us, so to speak. So to speak.
We're never going to live this down. A Viagra commercial.
Viagra. What's next? Depends.
What happens after you take that stuff?
It depends.
Lord, it's a miracle.
I got to tell you guys, if I experienced that 4-hour deal, I'm not calling a doctor. I'm calling CNN. Hell with you guys.
After
let me
all,
read
it
this.
is Sweetest Day.
Yeah, let me read these last two.
Oliver,
Small
by the way.
business.
I always take a donut, a crawler, and a cup of coffee next door to Paul Trombino.
Yeah.
And he enjoys that. Now, he didn't get donuts yesterday, though. I didn't bring in donuts yesterday. I
Okay.
usually take in a donut and a cup of coffee to visit my favorite barber.
So why didn't you do it yesterday?
Yeah, what happened?
Ate 'em.
I'm not sure.
No
You'd
comment.
rather not say. All right, we have a phone call.
Yes, sir.
Good morning. You're on Kenosha Today.
This is Paul.
Hi, Paul. Paul
What a
Vagnoni. How you doing?
quartet.
What was that?
What a quartet! Talk about the A team.
Yeah, we're the A team,
yeah,
all right.
Z team.
Hey, how do you like our new sponsor, Pfizer, with Viagra?
It was real uplifting.
You want to come and join, be part of the act?
Yeah, there you go, Paul. There you go.
What's up?
Hey, I got a question for you. I gave away another softball book this week.
Great.
Yeah.
But Paul's writing a new book. Yes. And the new book is called, or we don't have a name for it.
Well, it's called "Remember the Time When." Then at the bottom of the book it says a collection of hometown sports stories.
Oh.
So it's about all kinds of sports, and your very own Scott Barter has contributed like 4 or 5 little tales for the book already.
Well, now, are you going to are horseshoes sports?
Yes.
Okay, I throw a mean horseshoe. One of the finest horseshoe throwers
Really?
in Kenosha history is John Hollicka. My neighbor
him off
taught
the
me
horse
everything
or
I
leave
know.
him on?
I got to tell you, I throw a mean
Did
shoe.
you hear
Always
what?
have.
Did you hear what Paul asked you?
No,
Go
what
ahead,
did-
ask him, Paul.
I said, do you take the shoes off or do you just leave them on the horse when you throw them?
No, I leave them on. better chance for a ringer.
You ever lose one? You ever let one slip out of your hand?
No, not generally, but I throw the
He's setting you up, can't you tell?
1.5 turns. Some guys throw them where they go circle. I throw them end over end. 1.5 turns.
Really?
Yeah,
That's
absolutely.
the secret.
Do you
You're
throw-
lying. You don't know anything
Paul,
about it.
have you ever thrown horseshoes?
Bocce.
But well,
That's close, yeah.
That's the Italian version of horseshoes.
Oh, well, I'll be dipped in.
So, yeah, well, you other guys got to step up to the plate, no pun intended, and put some stories in there because, you can't let Scott,
Well,
Well, you just heard the horseshoe
you
story.
got to talk to some of the old bocce players from the IA. In fact, one of them this week just passed away. John Gaudio. He was
how can I talk to him?
Yeah.
he was an outstanding. He was a big award winner with bocce ball, and of course Mario Cecchini had his own bocce ball court in his backyard, and he's gone as well. But yeah, there's a lot of history just with that sport alone.
I guess we'll have to get back to you, Paul. I did my part, and the spelling wasn't all that bad, was it?
Yeah, well, yeah.
Yeah, what?
The stories are hilarious. I read them to several people, and they all cracked up.
On the spelling or the stories?
Well, I edited them before I read them.
Oh yeah.
Hey, Paul.
good.
Paul, happy Sweetest Day.
You too, Scott. I mean,
I didn't say that.
geez.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, I'm all flustered now.
Yeah. All right,
Bye,
Paul.
guys.
Thanks.
A lot of love going on.
Hey,
When you get over that, a Viagra commercial.
When you guys buy that, do you buy direct? Do you buy bulk, or
Are we talking horseshoes again? Or
No,
what are we
we're
talking about?
That's provocative.
a couple of items we're talking about: the homeless shelter and what you think is.
Dog park. Let's talk dog park. That's opening up too.
Oh, the dog park is
This
open
week,
up.
yeah.
Plus, the
Did a nice job.
the new poll come out Wednesday for governor. Mary Burke and Scott Walker, supposedly in a dead heat, and they had their last debate last night. So I think that's going to go down to the wire. It could be interesting.
No, it's not.
What do you mean it's not?
It's not.
Well, what do you think's going to happen?
I know what's going to happen.
Well, tell us.
Oh, soothsayer. Go ahead.
Yeah.
I predict Scott Walker, whether you like it or not, is going to be the next governor.
I didn't say I didn't like it. I just said, well, okay.
Well, I'm not making a.
It's going to be
I'm
a
not
landslide?
forming an opinion. I just think that Scott Walker is going to pull it out in the last couple of weeks.
Well, we only got 2 weeks left.
All right, exactly.
Okay, all right.
Exactly. Well, we'll see. I may be wrong.
If you have a question or a comment, 262-694-1050. Now, this should be a good question. Good morning. You're on Kenosha Today.
Well, yeah, maybe wrong.
Hello. Got to turn your radio down.
Yep, I
There
was
you
working
go.
on it.
Okay. Who's this?
This is hello, Shirley. This is your alderman.
Mr. Wicklund.
Yes, sir. Well, I just want to commend you guys for truth in advertising. You really didn't have anything to talk about today, and set out to prove it.
Wow. Hey, Kurt. Kurt, I got a place. I'm wearing the same red T-shirt that Bill is wearing. And,
Is this the Kenosha Today Weekend Report uniform?
Yeah, we could.
The official.
Come on, Barter,
Okey
get on
dokey.
board. will
And
ya?
I have a feeling, Kurt, that you and I and Bill Lawrence all wear the same size.
Well, just line up some white beards and we're ready for Christmas.
Yeah.
Hey, there was a Voice of the People article last week by your predecessor about computer stuff.
Oh.
And I want to commend you for the ordinance that you championed that makes mandatory that every alderman has to wear a white three-piece suit with a lime green shirt at least once every 3 months.
No, I didn't wear the green shirt with the white suit. That was with the black suit.
Well, thank you for correcting me.
Kurt, I told you a year ago when you started talking about an interest in running for alderman. What did I tell you? I said get out in the streets and meet the people, take the issues to the front doorsteps, stay off of Facebook, stay off of the internet. Don't respond to people on Facebook. Don't respond, and that's exactly what you're doing. You're being criticized because you don't have a Facebook page? Well, la-di-da.
Yeah, but he's got a snappy wardrobe.
He's got a snappy wardrobe. I'm telling you.
I never thought my name would be mentioned in the same sentence as snappy wardrobe, but life continues throws you surprises.
Well, the only critical thing I'd say was being white. It was after Labor Day, but we're willing to forgive that. That was your first time out of the
that
box.
was just a special day.
A special day.
I got to tell you, as recently as 4 years ago, I don't even think I ever emailed a constituent even one time. And now, of course, it's more prevalent now. But somebody would call me. I'd show up at the house within a couple of hours, and we deal with it face to face. Stay off of Facebook. Get out from behind a computer screen and get back into the streets.
That's because you don't know how to operate a computer.
Well, it doesn't make any difference. I was successul for how many years, Scott?
Geez,
22 years?
22 years, yeah.
So, Kurt, you have another comment so we don't have to listen to this?
Well, you guys are talking about the Shalom Center,
Yeah,
and the recent vote, and I think that I went and met with Fran Hansen yesterday, just briefly, follow up on the meeting and such. The COP is really going to be a significant issue going forward with this because that's going to set the residency limits, and I really think it's vital for everyone in the city and especially the Shalom board and their supporters, and that's most of the city right there, to understand that I really don't see 84 residents being approved for that
Okay.
location. It's looking at the floor plan that they laid out. It's just conceptual drawing, but it gives you an idea how many beds you can fit into a given square footage. Yeah. And I really don't think that they could. I don't think you can just scale up and add more beds and stuff them in there and have the facility that they want to have. So going forward, I think they really got to. I urged Ms. Hansen to get some good drawings, get an architect on there, and lay out a actual floor plan with all the power plant and the ventilation chases and all that room set aside, and see how many beds you can fit in there. Because if they want to go to that location, I really don't think they're going to have enough room to fold down the INS program. I think the INS program is going to continue.
Kurt, you and I have spoken a number of times about this. I've always supported the Shalom Center. Nobody can criticize me for that. I've just got some really serious concerns about this project, and I hope they're concerns that will be addressed on some level and properly dispersed of. But
well, it sounds like you're all over it. Good.
That's where you can do a good service here is communicate that fact out, and
No.
what will the capacity be, and make sure that does not get lost in the planning process, because I think that is really the key point going forward.
Well, and I've shared many of my concerns with you as well, but I have a question. When you met with
Sure.
Ms. Hanson, was it on a Facebook page or did you meet face-to-face?
No, we met face to face.
Face-to-face?
Although, ironically, she did send me a Facebook friend request.
Oh, for heaven's sakes. Now,
But no, I believe in talking face to face, and
really, you don't believe in communicating over Facebook like your predecessor?
I think he used that as a shortcut and thought that he was in touch with the populace, but you only in touch with a sliver of the populace that
There you
way.
go.
Take it to the doorsteps, Kurt. That's
Hey,
what I told you.
is there
Absolutely.
is there a council meeting tomorrow or this week, Monday?
Yes, there is Monday, and actually a very interesting point. I have to look into what we're going to be hearing more, but they're going to be talking about the Heritage House. There's an issue on the agenda about that, and I really don't have any more information at this point other than that will be on the agenda. So
Okay,
there's a issue that's very much on Kenoshans' minds, and I think we're going to have some news about it.
Okay, my last question is, what can we look forward to in wardrobe-wise? You got something coming out of the closet?
I think I will debut what I intend to wear at the Kenosha Symphony Orchestra's Ode to Beethoven, the kicking off the 75th anniversary with one of my favorite piece of classical music, Beethoven's Ninth.
Hey, I got
everybody's got to tune in then Monday. Council meeting starts at 7 just to see what you're wearing.
I got another.
Absolutely.
I got another question for you, Kurt. You know, years ago they made a big stink about my attendance because I probably missed more meetings than I attended. Rumor has it there are 2 members of the licensing and permit committee who've only attended 2 out of 10 licensing and permit committees. Why isn't anybody making an issue about that?
Well, that's on public record. I don't know exactly.
Well, I've
what
already
the ratio
requested
is,
that.
but,
I'm going to put together the percentages, and I'm going to start talking about this because I was criticized for missing meetings, and now you got 2 members who don't even show up for their committee assignments.
Hey, Steve, you don't show up here, and we don't care. We encourage that type of activity. That's right. All right, Kurt, keep up the good work. I'm looking forward to viewing the council meeting on Monday just to see what you're wearing.
Well, God love you guys for all the interest you bring to the city. It's a great town to live in.
Yeah,
Thanks very much,
absolutely
guys.
it is. All right, a couple other items. You can call us at 262-694.
What time is it?
250.
I gotta go pump the meter because somebody took my parking place, and now I'm parking in a metered spot outside.
Metered? It WLIP?
Well, I
just
missed,
had that one
I
installed
missed
this
2 or
week.
3 Saturdays in a row, and my parking space is gone. You know,
You're lucky you got a microphone.
I'm renegotiating the contract. Bill, would you negotiate the contract?
I got a
with
little
me?
loose change here if you need it.
Yeah. Hey, an issue came up recently, and this was rather sad that the city fire unit, an ambulance, took 10 or 11 minutes to get to a call. But this is actually being studied, according to the city administrator, Frank Passetti. It went to, by order of the city council, it went to a...
Apparently, that alderman wasn't aware that there's a study going on.
I'm going to
current.
mention that. I mean, it was costing us $29,000. It's going to be back in November to see if we need a 5th unit, whether we do or not. Who knows? To add another unit, you know what we should be doing, in my view, is forget paying $3 million for the dopey trolley. There I go again, calling it a dopey trolley. Shame on me. I tried to correct myself from calling it a dopey trolley. Maybe we should buy a new ambulance for having it. There you go.
I'm sorry. Were you still talking? Were you still talking?
Okay, you want to bring up a topic? Go ahead there, Mr. One
I
Dimensional.
told you I've got to bring up a topic. Are we back to Viagra now?
Gosh, I hope not.
Well, talk
Hey, I
about
gotta
One
tell
Dimensional,
you,
Bill.
Who has more fun on Sweetest Day? How are you spending Sweetest Day tonight?
I buy bulk. Not the Viagra, the cards.
How are
the
you?
cards.
Well, Sweetest Day is one of those tweener ones. You know.
Tweener?
Yeah, maybe not. You never know.
I'm
But,
single. I will just see which way the wind's going. And
Well,
we'll
I
go
got
from
to
there.
call Summer's Garden, and I got to get the flowers delivered to my wife this afternoon. I always send pink roses on Sweetest Day.
Don't
She
you
knows.
think a little preparation would have been a little bit?
I didn't know it was Sweetest Day until 5 minutes to 10. She texted me and said, "Happy Sweetest Day." I
Well,
didn't
we were
even know it
about
was
to tell you.
Sweetest Day.
She's dropping a hint.
Yeah, dropping a hint. Boy,
Well, it's
gonna
not
be-
as if I'm going to run out and buy her a Silverado, for heaven's sakes.
Well, you don't work for
you
big
know,
time.
I don't make big time money like the radio guys here.
Yeah.
You know?
God.
The problem was I bought it from a guy down on Highway 31. It was parked along the side of the road with the hood up.
Oh, there you go.
Pete Sargent's uncle.
Now, how are you spending Sweetest Day?
Well, let's see. What's on the schedule for tonight?
Well, you got to do the volleyball thing first,
yeah,
right?
Well,
Very well
do you
said,
have
Bill.
Have any ideas?
you guys are.
Well, now Captain Ron is making. Are you making prime rib tonight?
No, I'm going to get it this week sometime.
Okay.
So Sweetest Day is not on your radar.
You know what?
Is it really a prime rib holiday though? Sweetest Day.
Listen, Saturdays are a prime rib holiday.
At the Casey household, it's Monday through Saturday.
Hey, my wife made sweet potato soup last Sunday.
Hey,
did anybody want to comment on that?
No, but I have to read this. American
vegetable.
American Legion Post 21 Haunted Hall. Bill, is that all in our drop section?
No,
or
that's
you just going out. And
I'm letting you guys borrow my catalog today.
Oh, is that what that is? The American Legion Post 21 Haunted Hall open October 24th, 5th, and 6th.
Oh, I hate haunted houses. I hate haunted houses.
Well, this is a promo. These people are doing well.
No, they're doing well, but I will not go to haunted houses.
okay,
And I don't
skittish?
watch. I've never seen a single horror movie.
Really?
Yeah, watched one at the drive-in with Becky Larson and her cousin Lynn Larson and Don Thomas, and I was driving my dad's brand new Chevy Caprice.
Yeah, can I finish this for these folks?
What was the one where he came out of the water and the canoe? Was that one of the?
Is that the creature from the Black Lagoon?
No, the Jason, the guy that came back from the dead, scared the bejeebies out of us. We spilled beer and cold duck all over my dad's brand new.
You drank beer underage? All right, now I promise.
I was 16.
I promise these good folks from the American Legion Post 21
Is it
to
illegal?
announce their haunted hall. October 24th, 5th, and 6th from 7 to 10. October 30th and 31st from 7 to 11. Adults are 5. Children are 3, 5, and under are ordered free, and Mr. Steve Casey is ordered not to attend at all.
Now, do you know where we were watching that movie? Freddy. Who's Freddy? The guy with
Freddy
the mask?
Krueger?
Yeah.
No, he has the claws.
Yeah, that was
but
him.
that
I
the
think it
mask was
one of
Michael
Freddy-
Myers from the Halloween films.
Yeah, the Halloween films. Yeah, we were at the Mid-City Drive-In.
Hey,
Not
when is,
Kenosha. Remember the Mid-City
yeah.
Drive-In on Highway A and Sheridan Road?
So you said you've never seen a horror film, but
Well, that
apparently
was
you
the
have.
last one I saw. Scared the I thought he was having a heart attack.
Wow.
I hate horror movies. I hate horror movies and I hate haunted houses.
Last horror movie I saw were clips of my first wedding. Boy, you can't say that on radio anymore, can you?
Although there is a horror movie on Monday night.
Yeah, tune in, Channel 25.
Channel 25, City Council.
I can't wait to see what Wickland's wearing to this deal.
Well, he's a snappy dresser.
I see that. A white three-piece suit.
A Coles horse.
Oh, yeah, he's a Coles horse. Well,
we got to take him to the casual mail.
There you go.
We got to take him to the
See if they got
casual
any
mail
red
and
t-shirts
see if
left.
they got any red T-shirts left. Size 5X.
yeah. This was an article in the paper. Budget deficit drops to 6-year low, $483 billion. This is our federal government. The budget is $483 billion. That's a low.
Right.
Boy, who's doing the accounting work over there?
Now, did you want to hear about the sweet potato soup?
No. I want to talk about. I don't care about that.
What the hell's the matter with you?
Well, who cares about sweet potatoes?
Who cares about sweet potato soup? My wife made it.
Well, I think you're in enough trouble. See, you're trying to kiss up to your wife now that you completely forgot.
Do a sweetest day thing,
date. Yeah. Now you're trying to drag us down to your level just to make up
You know
for
what?
her.
I've missed you so much every Saturday.
You coming back next week?
Next week I should be here.
Oh, Bill, you're in
No,
the car.
no,
your
no,
car's
it's-
already running. The Silverado.
that's hard.
You're out of here.
I'm
Am I
sitting
going to
in
have
neutral
am I
right
going to
now.
have a parking place?
Boy, are you winded because
And
you had to
where?
walk an
And
extra
another
25
another
feet?
point. Where in the heck are the donuts?
Well, Donut Dave is.
Yeah, wait a minute. I'm
he's
here.
down taking his boat out of the
Well,
harbor.
what did you do to him to get him?
Nothing.
upset?
He brought him here last week. He had two. One
person.
Yeah, in person. He was right here.
Well, I wasn't.
Neither was I.
Yeah.
No, my boat's still in the water.
Oh, is waiting for us to come down? Remember for the
You know,
big
I got to tell
party?
you, in all
Yeah.
fairness, this was the worst boating season I've ever lived through. The weather in June was horrible. July was halfway decent. Got cold in August. We haven't been down to the marina since Labor Day. You know, it's horrible. Usually fall sailing is beautiful sailing.
We had a big party at Donut Dave's boat when we were already had the prime rib and champagne. We were rocking and rolling down there.
What the hell are you talking about?
He was just 3 doors down from
Was that one of the production meetings I missed?
a one?
For donuts in the water.
Oh, by the way, I'm going to miss Monday's council meeting as well.
Why is that?
Well, because this is the thing. I didn't even know this. I can't even watch you on Wednesday night. We switched to AT&T Uverse. They don't have the access channel.
Sure they do.
No, they don't.
Yeah, they do.
What
They have
channel?
the government channel. I'll look it up for you.
No.
I'll tell you Monday morning.
You know, I think Bill's right because that was one of the
Yeah.
prerequisites that AT&T
You can
had to have.
You can go. They have a city government channel, and it'll take you to all kinds of cities in their coverage area, and then it'll get you to that.
Are you suggesting you
aware of
want to
that.
tune me in
I'll
on
tell you
Wednesdays?
Monday morning. I'll look it up for you.
Well, I only wanted to watch you a couple weeks ago when my son was on your show. I don't tune in to look at you, for heaven's sakes.
Well, you know, Casey, you can watch it online afterwards.
So now that everybody knows, when you call in on Monday for this goofy one man's an opinion.
Goofy one man's opinion.
Because it's not dopey, at least.
Well, I tried to clean it up.
Oh,
All
man.
right,
wait a minute.
And that's going to wrap it up for us here.
Are we done?
This morning from the corner of Happy
I got
and
more
What Went
things I
Wrong.
want to talk about.
Steve, we want to thank all our sponsors and listeners for participating.
Holy cow,
also, our
we're
special
done
thanks
already.
to little Billy Lawrence for engineering this morning's train wreck. Finally bringing us some professional decorum
Bill, next
down
week,
to an
green.
all-time low.
Green T-shirts. Wear green.
Next week, yeah.
Just a reminder, tune in to Channel 14 Wednesdays
We
at
need more
6:30
time.
and
There's
9
never enough time.
p.m. Also on Sundays at 6 p.m. for our television broadcast, Kenosha Today Show. And I got to read my sponsors real quick. Boathouse Pub and Eatery, House of Gerhardt's, Casey Family Options, Charlie B's Kids Foundation, KRS Painting, Lee Plumbing,
Where did the time
Electric
go?
Heating and Cooling, the Brat Stop, Kenosha for Open Honest Government, Small Business Technology Solutions, and so from our channel, where are we? Studio A. This is here at WLIP. This has been. You got to play something snappy.
How about this?
It's 11 o'clock.
Is that all right?
No, it's going down.
It's going down? Well, how much do you weigh? You got rocks in your pocket or something? You're sinking. Don't worry about it. You'll be just fine. We only got a couple minutes more, right? Okay, now we're going to do this top 10 list. This is when we get really funny now. Whoa! Well, sorry. Oh. Yeah, I see now. Okay, you know, the guy's probably got money. And then we did this.
If I were a rich man. Yabba dabba dabba yabba dabba 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 do.
Sounds like the Flintstones. I.R. Floyd R. Turbo, and the R stands for real deal. And I am an American patriot, Kenosha citizen. On the bank of the harbor stood Mayor Bosman, young Indian brave. On the other side of the harbor stood a warrior, just as brave, Jimmy Cruiser. You guys got one more song? And then you can, I guess then this wraps it up boy, I got nothing left here. So anyway, we'll see you all next week and we'll go back to Unplugged here.